Assalamu alaikum badi ngolal konton kola ngal bismillah ko deke kibaro network al nal badi ma pamane bitu babu karoti li tang January karo 2025 ngay inustale kibaro to Ahmad Gitteh finta diamuta aya bulo choku Adama Barrow nala masa kundala anu ngay tol kumandi Dawda Jallow abe o molle kono ko teli ila do ko mu yalon koy woleke pour ka Adama Barrow sindia ke kensengoliti adiamuta ate Ahmad Gitteh ay minne satal mamu albamoylal Ahmad Gitteh adiamuta frustration o kono adiamuta kamfa fanan kono andunga kan wati kande kay tanjiro ke ko itel mul yalon koy be diaspora NPP damal man tara ke kuri nyoye munni fota kol kono wala munne be laari albo be moy la nyin kacha kono medino kachale kono kala moy Ahmad ay mine fo aya fo nyaadile Adama Barrow la man sakunda kol mul yalon kol be ke kanja man ke ku adiamuta wol bella ay mine fo albo fanan be mo la medino kachal kono kolan snanga fanan ndiro ke kaltentu kalijayi kal nimbara nalbadi ma pamani ala baraka ba chala la moy kunyi mala
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Fellow Gambians, brothers and sisters, wherever you are in this world, I would like to extend warmest greetings to you and to say I hope you had a wonderful Friday if it's night at your end. And here we say a blessed afternoon wherever you are in North America and in this part of the country, Canada. What I want to discuss today, I'm trying to keep time, I don't want to stay long, is, as you have seen, a special message to our cabinet, to the Republic of the Gambia's cabinet, honorable ministers, honorable vice president, honorable president, honorable Dawda Jallow, Minister of Justice, Ebriama Sillah, Works and Construction Infrastructure, honorable Demba Sabali, Agriculture, honorable, name them, to our brothers Ismail Asise, to Bakari Baji, Youth and Sports, to Defense, to Interior, to Foreign Affairs, where you have my big brother, Lieutenant Nalia Kacha, Bairi Dunia, Fewo Fenniaje, Kachaleka Abonde. Manzatallah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Akonde buka molu halaki, mbuka kuja ola molu kang, mbuke kelendi, mbuka fitinola molu kang. Foningana kilalu ki yetao molu kang. Wama kunna muadhibina, hata nabu atharasulan. Ala konte buka molu kele, banko. Ijawyata nyao nyai, tilimbaliata nyao nyai, kuriata nyao nyai. Mbuke ponis ila tilimbaliani ila jawyala. Foninga anabiyo mo nga mo ki kampura ita aye yamari. Aye yamari ku kendola, aye fatandi ku jawala. Ni balanda nak nse bute. Ni balanda nse bute. Kur'ano kami yitandi woto walem jannin kuo ku kake kachale kake. Adama dingol nal denda kuola alse kacha. Ala ning ala jongol man deng. Ala dinola. Bari janna ka momo ponis akole ko fongan na kilale ki. Wama kunna muadhibina hatanabu atharasulan. Ntolbuka banko bute. Ntolbuka banko tonye mbuka mo lipa mbuka mo ponis. Foninga kilal ki kam folo. Aitamunna mubathirina wa mundhirin. Ay diamo koindima ke yamar kafal ku kendo ke nali yake mansatalla se kairo jama ba jindali bar nali jawma ke dorong mansatalla se koro jindal kam wala na annabila nu ki ala mol kam wala na shuaib ki ala mol kam wala na salih ki ala mol kam wala na yunus ki ala mol kam wala na ay hud ki ala mol kam nyil be yankan katol sotole bari janni ka yankan kato soto mansatalla mo suwandi ifangol kono wa ila qaumihim in arsalna nuhan ila qaumihim yala woleke ay dulal fo momo nabita jayla mol kikan ini kacha fitina de kerinde bari ni aja nganying ayo sambana mol ba fala korabu kana fitnola hanimbu kana fitinola bari ak jaretale nga kacha ni hikmala hakilo anin kacha mi alon ka be koyri nga be tilinding ana be tonya yari jannin ka continue de ngaitandi molla ite min benyin video tala ya record ya samba ba play la damen puru molse kamvan kama mbe ya marle tariya yake mbe ya marle yake aliya samba Dawda aliya interpretation diala Ahmad is fine with it bari moli yellonne jannin ka kuwo ken ka hakilo tuje bake bari ninga kuwo minje ko nyinne nyanda kela njikita ning ala tema junube tije adabe banko nin jamale na fala wallahi mbuka nyako no jibe wala public interest, collective well-being, collective development is what we believe in. And if we see that anything or anyone or any group of people stray from that, we would tell you, no matter who you are. Kullu haqqin walau kana murran. Adu mo kendo ni mo kendo di. Kila yolo fa ko al se muslimo se ke tonya moti se fatia. Al mu'minul qawiyyu khairun wa ahabbu ila Allah min al mu'minu dhaif. Kila ko atol muslimon atol kono miyalon ko tonya mo I fatia de ka tonya fo ale tele kanu ayetele fisiandi moti miyalon ka katara doko la abuka hanyi tonya fola na ba fola eta kudubun ko da duku je al mu'minul qawiyyu khairun wala fisiata wa ahabbu ila Allah ale wala kanu min al mu'minu dhaif ka ba mu'minu miyalon ka bellam fura abuka tonya fono nga cabinet minister nga wollel dani bi laftan ne kacha adun laftan ne kacha min walam ninga tanan chronologically let's take a little bit of context and give it. Adama dingol nalbe kuo kono alse nyo kanu alse tili nyoye alse ke tonya moti nyoye alse lafi nyola kabo al sondomol kono al kana pretend nyoye amambetea aketa kafu kono abuka tanyato aketa korda kono yirwa buka sotoje aketa group kono a grupo buka simaya ngo Gambia la constitution nga fola recap of the last video Yaya jamme kabira ya jibe ko diaspora nkoli bembatandikan ne benna mansa ya batandikan 2006 a constitutional amendment ke in parliament akosa infang momo Gambia dingoti ye banku do la kaito sodo e keta banku do dingoti ite mansa ya nyin no la jang ite kela jang vice president ite kela no minister ite kela no député nyim banko kam ay nyin lef ite president yala ite vice president yala ite député yala ite minister yala Gambia kono ate kela nyim dula na non president ya jamme wala ke 1997 constitution kono in 2006 Gambia noli ya longa ko ita dunia be mako Gambia banko wala fata findu ala talent solu jama bale ka kanema kata dunia bantal the talents the raw talents Gambia banko let's confine it to Gambia la mo kendo min borta ya jamela marolo kono 1994 kata 2016 Gambia dingo min borta banko ka kendo ana kallanke wo siadalde kabiri itate borta itata wandiya ilafte kun wandiya ilaftale karanno je ye londo soto ye dokuo kije ye palasol soto je niwol keta isaje wo molu isela badingol mako no Gambia banko kan ise kuke no ila mole suokon mo jamanata ni koy healthcare kendo so de jaralo kendo sodo America banko kan ni tata je foyka America dimotiko ni man America kaito sodo ite jaral kendo sodo no la America ni man America kaito sodo ite karango kendo keno la America bayde karambungo da kole ata jel ni man America kaito sodo nafa mimbe America banko ka ite sodo la nimu Gambia no di tata America wo nyama wo dalilo le atinna mol ni tata bande ka banko la kaito nginin pour e taraje bar ni yake I pareta ye munafaw min be soto ini la suol kono bankol le ka tala wala mu ini Gambia le ka tala I bota bankol minka NPP as a political party diaspora e min noje diaspora membership e min kenoje ndete ofola atoli ya lonne bari ne NPP la rank jibe mambi for the B ma for B de mambi for the bar kabira be koleyaring kabirin president Barrow bina 2016 coalition of fango NPP UDP NRP PDO ISPPP whatever name you call them diaspora role min pleje akoita mo bemal bari ma play nyinka mako ntolbetula kela jubur langol let we will remain to be statues without value, statues without ability to contribute and have a say and be part of decision-making institutions of our country. Imake okam. Barin dolla NPP in batungata auto. By the cabinet minister mu NPP, the cabinet mu NPP, the Mansakunda mu National People's Party leti. National People's Party has a diaspora chapter. Honorable Maimuna Sise, wala ba nyaton kaya kang, in our executive, Lamin Jawara ba noma. Maimuna mu diasporalti, ntolia. Lamin Jawara mu diasporalti, nyimo fulol be. Yalon ne, Gambia fana ya sedia, NPP party o kono diaspora e mune noje, wolom Gambia nol minu be banda, ye banku fula di yaso. Baradol cabinet minister lu lafta min folale domandi wolom yinte, a lot of you that are in cabinet today did very little when it comes to contributing to bringing Barrow to office. I'm not saying all of you there. We have excellent partners like Ahmad Ba. We have members of the NPP from the start like Demba Sabali, Ebriama Sillah. You have Honorable Musa Drame. These are people that have been part and parcel from the start. And in fact, they know the genesis when it comes to the role that their brothers and sisters played in bringing the Barrow government to power. Let's forget about 2016. Let's talk about 2018 going towards forming NPP and getting Barrow to power as a full-fledged NPP government. But in tol nalbe nyokan tembo minna nalmu kilindin tol min bota diaspora nganna dimbaya al bulaje nganna family ninna doku al bula amanke malon ko 1997 constitutional baluri. We knew that 1997 constitution barred us from holding positions of value, positions of authority, positions of decision making. We knew that when we were sacrificing all of that in the name of camaraderie, in the name of love and unity, in the name of an objective to build a country that is all-inclusive, that encompasses and unites all different sections and factions for a united development. We knew that. Ngalone ko 1997 constitution onde Ahmad molbe diamula kamfango fa Barrow aning NPP kakasanke o sankada Gambia kanna do kuo bula moli mbane yem fanen ndengalone ko haninga o beke Ebriama Sillah le chance on det ndengalon Adama Barrow le chance on det Dawda Jallow le chance on det Musa Drame le chance on det Demba Saba le chance on det ngalon ko ndinte nga nyinkelo beke mpareta Ebriama e chance min sodo kabunya plaso sodo ndema osodo Suleiman Kamara min botana Angleterre telecom expert olem ay wolonne suntu ture mi yalon ko abota nang United Kingdom anata e keloke ya bane kuobe kala alkal kontenyol nim fabu sana nyol yela dimbal bula. It is clear to them yalon ne ko ninga nyen keloke ning NPP winter ntolte kenola ministeralty nde kenola deputy nde kenola president nde kenola vice president ye olonne bari lanyim belo ngokola nganka funyole kanu atol mimbe banko kan ngal kanule a jareta nyele ngal kanule to point hanna to man tol tekela ministeralty a jareta le nalbe fa trencho kono purato le minister ya soto ngal kanule enough adum lata le enough pour kan na dokuol bula kan na fengol be bula ngana ngal tara suo kono ngal nga kelo ke natolu dol fangon tolye tambal nyato hani ngalo ngatol le be muna fanna ka tambin tolti yalo ngani nyimma baloti de nyimo ngani nyimma balti de wallahi fo hakilo mi yalon ko hasido hakilo lem fo sondo mo mi yalon ko fasiki ala be farinje wala ta lonna ko wallahi kabirin yilbina nyin kelola sidin ja yalon ne ko jite ate kenola deputy speaker sidi olon ndena be kelola aya lon ne jite ya lon ne ko ate kenola speaker ay nyin kelo ke nyawonya na pareta ndele be kela ndele nga chance do ngake speaker jite ya lon ne ate kenola speaker Ebriama Sillah alon ne ko ningite be nyin kelola nimalla bukela nimman sino abuka sino aya lon ne ko na pareta ate de kenola minister ndese keno ate jite olon fabu ye olon sunte olone bari lanyi longo be kola ikafuta mai agrita ko itolata ntolla la minu be ground man dual citizenship soto ilata nale ale kilae ye ngania nyima soto nyela puri ninga keloke nim pareta ntol ngata nga munafam palasol ta wallahi ikiliwo kilimbije yalonne Dawda Jallow nyilonne Kabirin Gitteh when Gitteh was in the trenches, ibe kola suto mobuka sino. Dawda is aware ko. No matter how much Gitteh fights, he is aware of the existence of a section in the 1997 constitution that bars him from becoming a vice president, from becoming any member of cabinet, from even running for National Assembly. Dawda knows Gitteh knew. They would have asked themselves, why are they doing all of this? Because we believe Konatol be palasod. Womu kairold, la yu'minu ahadukum, hatta yuhibbal akhihi, ma yuhibbu li nafsihi. Ndol lata wala, sundu ture lata wala, alkali konde lata wala, Ebriama Sillah, ite wolonne. Onewul Musa Drame nyola albe wolonne ko, ndol ngalonne ko nim pareta kelola, nalbe keloka, almandang. In terms of contribution. But contribution or cola, we know in our heads, you guys can be ministers. You guys can be anything. And we don't have a chance to even compete with you for positions. We are aware. But with all of that, we trusted you. Starting from President Barrow, we lata la ale aninkila. Nga nyinyake, nga na dokuol bula. Doliela dokuol filije, fabu sana nyolu. Sanji fula, ibota banko kayela dimbal tuje. Nyima kindenyol, dolu mawol long, but alaye long anala kila, aye long. They are aware of all of this. Alco diaspora is marginalized, atol lekaf. And we need to try and fix that problem. Juman le nyanda o problem o fix la, sunduta fix nola. Because ate o palasito. Fabu ta fix no la fanwe. Ate o palasto. Gitteh ta fix no la fanwe. Alkali konde ta fix no la fanwe. Nintada UDP. Mboj shedi kan nyol ta fix no le fanwe. Because he mantara o palasolto. Bari lata le ko. Atol min nimmu kilindi. Lata nyola wala nanga kafolo puru nga kelo ke mbese kundamen. Nga molmi yalonko ye discriminate. Nkana songal. Constitution o nada. Eko President Barrow. E kabe retroactive constitution on beole sambala nang e close nata close me alonga ko President Barrow la first term ate kelano atol mbe nata nyoka because that is your interest wo Barrow la interested mbe la ata nyoka nko that is discriminatory against Barrow safun because that is one person Barrow da ma pet that close here da male affect Adama pet amani more affect President Barrow damma Gambia la history to adama wo close here tell affect. I'm sure that is clear because Yaya Jammeh is never coming back. We know that. The only president me alonga Gambia mara that close ko ila first term Barrow la first term is part of it. I Barrow damma affect. Mbe wulta because it's discriminatory against Barrow. that was supposed to be discussed. Cabinet be agreed e kai boje. Ntol be mo be diamuta eko nyimmam beteya to Barrow. Atol cabinet ministers, a lot of you atol le kanan tol kalka fo nyal diamu because Allah after Barrow e condamné Allah kuola. Al diamu nyimmam keda. We also believe it. Naltata on one floor ko. It's discriminatory. Constitution onata. Section mume bije. Iko atol ni mini keloke. Iyela doku ol bula. Atol balla Gambia banko ka al balla palasol. Nyindole la palasol bula nang. Inate kaftal ma Gambia. Yela dimba ya al bula. Yela doku ol bula. Yela comfort ol bula. Puri nale keloke nin kelo banda. Al fanalu nin al ke palaso do bunya palaso. Al sem law mfanalie. Filmi yalonka man tilling is not right. It's against us. It's against our rights. Purale la alfana o keloken tolie. Minister Bay, His Excellency President Barrow, Vice President, and the entire cabinet, Aliye C, Diaspora Ming Alke Jayi, Alkoya Katale, Gambia la section olem, Ika kodo min dundi, GDP almost 40%. Keme tanani. Gambia diyo kaminki Gambia sawosang diaspora atada almost $1 billion US. Almost $1 billion US. That is almost $70 billion. Na munafang kamin sambanang. Nga banko kanule. Wala nang kata politikola. Nga banko kanule. Wala nang kadokuol bulangata nale taranyoka yen nalbe baneng. Ninka refayo bodala aleke ministalti. Aleke president. Aleke vice president. Aleke deputy. Ndol nga murunna nkale ko alin alfana ikonten dabula la bankola decision making woman better atol nin tolbe agree tala ko woman better is discriminatory. President Barrow, you believe whether you believe it now, that is questionable, but in ko albeko al believe ta wala le ko diaspora is been discriminated against by Yaya Jammeh. Dawda Jallow, you have said that several times. Ebriama Sillah, you have said that several times. You believe Kombele Nyanda Kela killing. You believe Kombele Nyanda Kela killing. Yeah. Was section on that in the constitution. Atol tada ale constitution jibe cabinet. You have powers to amend or you have powers to reconsider the draft because ale Cabinet 2020 first draft nata. Ia reject. Alia tale. Cabinet went through the constitution. All of you. Alia jibe paper to paper. Every single section. Every single chapter. You went through it one by one. Diaspora la section o minko. Ntolu. Alse mbulano le sayanga ke ministalt. Hani mansalafta mang tombong. But Nimman Samal Lana, if President does not trust us, let him not appoint us. But let the Constitution allow us to. Because appointment into cabinet position is 100% up to the President to choose. Alafta minna abole kelaje. Foi qualified ta foi man qualified. Na alafta ita school boy sol samana mo wuli ke ma bondi na nusrat I will ke cabinet minister. That is clear to all of us. But generally, do not discriminate against us for that. Not all me a keloke. Alkono. We are very useless. Ali bula tole lelmu. Nyin nyomo ba futu balol te kering. Ali bule na ye keloke kuoke. Ya mira kontol betol kundila janne. Ya mira kontol honest about what we are saying. Aliyem bula nale keloke. Lata lang kachata minna. Yara fatol ka atol munyimo sifalet. Members of cabinet. Ngalo nindi amre yebitale ba ebe min fololom. You see, atata Facebook le. Ikaole fo. Atata Facebook le. Abuka akatu Facebook le. Ni me ke kuoke. Tonya. Cabinet malonko, this is wrong. Imaolo. The entire cabinet. Aliabulaje, they would say, oh, it's left to National Assembly. President Barrow section or retrospective section of the Constitution. Muna nali obondije. If it is left to National Assembly, President Barrow la or retrospective kafa ate lola kodeke. Ala tuje, leave it to National Assembly. But al kachatal al cabinet minister li alone ko, that one is discriminatory. That one is bad against one individual versus 200,000 capable individuals. President Barrow la section al se obondi. Because that is very discriminatory against your boss, cabinet ministers. Barin tol mini alon ko nali e keloke nkafuta nyoma nimbalantal ma barote ganyal. Diaspora diu min bebe NPP nkalta ala la mbalanta barote ganyal. Diaspora dual citizen ol minu be diaspora ibe tu ibalanda ali e kuo kuka alte kututela barote ganyal. Ali olon. Wol be kafuru nyoma versus Barrow. Ali Barrow command, and we respect that because that is discriminatory against him. But in Tolbe too, more be diaspora be NPP, UDP, DOI, more be diaspora, mo dual citizen. Ali be naj, alko mankumaya, minister yala, vice president yala, deputy ya fanang, alko we are so useless that at all cabinet ministers you think we don't even deserve to become members of the National Assembly. Mfangon la molu. Our own people we fought with. Ibita bafala ko he akanyina ke abuka feng nde mansula palasola. Palaso mi alonko ibenkela je hasido ni wuloleti. Nde mansula lo baranga o itande mobela. Natuma palasola be dila Ahmad la so that akana tonya fono. Animal kana lo se kumo foe. Ahmad fado palasola. At least nde I have been very active supporting President Barrow. Kabrin 2015-16. Mo bele olo. 2016. Adamadiung abe mo bele kenoto. Ko Ahmad contributed. What I have contributed. Ale alone. Okafa billahi shahid. Ndolia. Adung everybody knows ko. Mafo fon educated. But I have university degree papers. Not even one. I have university certificates. S. Not one. Moli olon. And people know mini and long. Yaloneko Ahmad is a competent individual. They know that. But in the cooking kela wala nte kela buku ne koti moye. Momola palasi siata nyao nyabe dannale. Kullu man alayha fanin. Feo fembe caring. Abeka ban. Alien disappoint back. Adumba fola aliele. Alta cabinet ale kachali afa akumasile anyomo dukalale alabula je he is very inconsistent. There is no inconsistent individual dunia kono min tambita mola minka kumo foye nyala idala akaitandila ko nibe kukiline natate ko maita ay kuoke mi alongo nafiko tamanse ayatul munafiqu salasa idha hadatha kadhaba nina kumo fo jang ako nyinno munata ko ma doke wonyo nafiko te nafikidu innal munafiqina fi darkil asfali minan nar wallal betala jahannama katambe jalambatulante mose silawo mo sifal mafal mo wolleti de bari nimol dia mutale al sala kilol tubak nindere maltinum albe o section o bondi la jele because it's very bad bari mim fa yende jahali cabinet minister cabinet la quote cabinet me and jahali what shocked me about cabinet. You have NPP Diaspora. NPP has a Diaspora chapter. Ning cabinet believes co. NPP government believes co. Diaspora is not important. At least they know co. You have NPP Diaspora that helps Barrow and NPP when it comes to elections. They are members of the party. Card-holding members of the party. If for nothing, accord us a little bit of courtesy and respect and consideration. Alin consult. Nali I feel you cannot consult everybody. Alin told me a keloke alayanin kila. Suleiman Kamara nyolbe Gambia. Lamin Tunkara nyolbe Gambia. Fabu Sane nyolbe Palasolto. Alkal Konde nyolbe Palasolto. Bala Musa Kanute nyolbe Palasolto. Siaka Jata nyolbe Palasolto. Sundu Ture nyolbe je. Nalman jite Amerifraf. Ndemangefenda. You don't believe Konde I am anything. I'm okay. But I'll nyilmimbe kukiling. seku kujabi nyol America nyol ani nyum Safion Touré nyol ani na diaspora chairman Lamin fenga nyolu mvela nyina ta nyomi nkola Lamin Demba nyol United Kingdom nyima kinde nyol. If Gitteh is not in, that's okay. At least cabinet wala Dawda Jallow, let's have courtesy and respect for camaraderie and recognition of our participation. Nalba bondila jannal ka tuje alkan jamfateng diaspora faction of NPP aliye kumandal ni esi alni kaja wallahi nali mbunya albe wala kala cabinet nali mbunya Allah tanna because aliyalo ne ko aliye min keten diaspora te diale mote cabinet min yalon ka mawlo. Nobody in cabinet is unaware ko ninga diaspora da mondi nyindo, they will not be happy. Ali mbala alkon de carteo fila. That is one. Alkon de carteo fila, no problem. Bari alkano kang nka tiketo jo nka tara Gambia nka kodo depansi nka na register card olta nka murun ko nka tiketo sang nka murun Gambia nka danga campaign oke pour mansaye gagner atole ministerial soto nka oken. At least albe dolbal kono jamabal kono albe ministerial jannin 2021 ndolta dala ngal tara Gambia. We found you in Gambia. We paid our tickets. We spent our monies. We took our register cards. We came back. Election time, we went home again. We campaigned so that we win. After the winning, we left. Ale Palace Volta. NPP the diaspora ning atuma ko cabinet Allah ta ko ndol nga bunya sotole. Ali respect le. Ali value le. Ali amera ntolu tonya mumolet. Altol mimbaji beka alsi. From His Excellency Barrow to the last person. Dukara alal fangol nyininka. Alna la kularangol etama. Ali amera ale nyiminke dem ku kendolon fo ku kendote. O balning alal tema. Barinde nga amira min nyanda kelolom nyindiko. Jannal ka nyin constitutional samba. Ka diaspora da bondige. Alnin diaspora min denda NPP la. Nalma UDP nkol consultants yo faham. Bari NPP diaspora almin nimmine keloke. Alni be ku killing. Ali e promise. Alkalni be ku killing ne. Albe rights will fight lele. Jannal ka nyin decision o ta. At least I'll say consult. I'll say sundu kumandi. I'll say fabu kumandi. I'll say alkal kumandi. I'll say Maimuna Sise mimbe maral in diaspora. I'll say kumandi. Anin seku kuja binyolu. Ani wo modolu. Aleta alni e mitino ka alko eko ha. Ndol nyin constitution ola nyin section ode. Minko diaspora. Alte mansayala. Alte ministeriala. Alte dipite yano la nyin banko kang. Ha. Ndol lafta kuo kachalal. Is a bit difficult. Barato le mune foje. Alanga kacha. Alni e agree fenna. But honey, the only time you need them. Walam nal deuta. Cabinet minister ay kuja woke wala kuja obotala ministry a deuta fo Barrow ba baylale wo wato lemu al sina nyil kumandi pour yal ma koy al lafta min achieve la aliya achieve momo be diaspora imu dual citizenote ebe NPP yalo nen kam min foten e mandi yamu moyen kono e mammo consultum kono adunde ngalon ne ko Nde Ahmad Fang, I have been talking to Dawda Jallow about this particular section of the constitution. I am surprised that the justice minister Nkotoma nka feo femfo ndebuka fonsedo bal kiamat billahi alladhi la ilaha ghairu man satalla mi en dabi arjumo ndenin Dawda nyin discourse several times. Adis a section mi alon ko Dawda nyol ka be tarajel diaspora has to be considered. Billahi wallahi tallahi Dawda le nyim fogn nim fata nim man satalla ndamal kata kaburo kon bari ni ba bondila hani Dawda ni ndemi mu buroda sol at least isa fogn ha jite nga section o min combat la je cabinet ya bondile bari laftala al se nsa domando ma nga nyinni nyinke bari alkali fabu sundu al salon ko you are as useless as Kido Judo Samato to these people. Billahi wallahi mal respect. Nde onde yalo nde otije nde onde. I'm not part of it. I like I said, nde they have already tagged me a black sheep. I'm okay. I'm a member of NPP until the day Barrow safe. ako nyindindem kulubalo malla fala ala bay. Until that day, I'm a founding member. And I'll continue to support what the party decides, as long as it does not discriminate against my rights. Wala na kabiring nganyeta, nga primaries ke nga primaries ganye, party o manson support la alfalu ye bank can support for whatever is in best known to them. I went by what the party says. Alngata, even though, luntang or CDC say ole samanang to stand against me, I don't mind, because that's what the party wants. I went through the democracy. But Kabiri Fenkele Miyalong, it was against justice. Gambia la lua malafala, lua kurungolema manke siloti. I stood my ground because ngalong ko tonyatije. Adu ning alamante kontan in the B. Abem kontan over them some. The election or lose after spending many millions of dollars. Nimbe diamla al sela moy. Nenaman kuma for NPP ma. Amanke follow. Billahi wallahi tallahi. Kuma tije. Nene min fo parti o ma manke al senna kumo la moy al safo mu tolelti mankulu mbuga kebal bunya ngata social me al sefo bar ninga kumo fo ala safe nal mal hakiloto nin diaspora kuoto abe parti o le dibenna parti o abe o le tela ba dibennale because natoli amera ko min diata le alba kala mollale aliet kuo kala min manke siloti Aelia kela manke siloti, but at the same time, alia expect la ko ibeo ku jawlo alka min kela, ibetula sabarli nete ku kela. Hani mu annabi moto bukak. Kila na la saibol kanyo sabale. Kila sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Ni tada Qur'ano kono. Ayatul umariya bije. Umar la ayolu. Qur'ano le tola. Muslimo le tola. Kafo ko ayatul umariya. Omar ibn al-Khattab la ayolu yalo enata nyadil kila ka kumo fo kafo kono anin saibol tara sirik kila nyim fo Umar kay no nyinte ma fo kullo kono ko banda kila anin saibol be diamola kila ko nya Abubakar ko nyin Usman ko ha Ali ko ha Umar ko hani ya Rasulullah ntema agiri nyin iye nyo saba kila ale Jibril kinan Jibril ko kila ko Umar ya min folom silot albulo nom iteban na Qur'ano kono Qur'ano lonnal ko ayatul umariya kilala mu annabi moti la yantiqu anil hawa fote baraka kumofo Umar ibn al-Khattab ka kumofo alaka Umar tata aka kila tatuje ila taro palaso do matin na ko damale tonyalong wala damale ke da hakilimati ne Umar dindi Umar ibn al-Khattab be doyari nyame annabi moya man futaje hana ngori man futa annabi moya wonin kila khairu khalqillah ala la dafe o be afisiata bet woni wo kasi Umar ndinga kumofo alaka Jibril kinan kabirin fenke sidratul muntaha ka bondina sidratul muntaha ka kinan pura na ya fo kila ko Umar ya min folom tonyat ite lon jumat aya jumal ka jika ite ko ita mol sawara nyoyal al nim mol te kajal nim mol diamuta nga parti o min kanu nga kelo kae hani nga lon kon defense to laji you tin dol malon kon defense nga lon ne kon de kala minister we knew that from the start. We knew the 1997 constitution. You think when I was resigning from my job to go and participate for 6 months from August here, Nteboda Gambia August, Nabos Kontitanka ete me fallo. I resigned from my job. Ndata Gambia 6 months, August, September, October, November, December kada election of Mbe Gambia Bangkok. Mobuka salary din. Gambia na albe o sedia. I knew I cannot be a minister. I knew that. I knew I couldn't be a vice president. I knew that. I knew I couldn't be a member of parliament. What could I be? I knew all of that. But in lata tollela, nte lata tolonko, nyilmun na colleague solet, yaya jamme jamfa bale tilin. Bari nyilu late lale, ndendela nga kuke, nko, nim futata o temboto. Kuwa mi yalonko ye tilimbala ale tilin tolla, nyilibe, they will be honest enough, ibe fore alale enough. Pour mbenga si momo ila tonye kangu minti ya bondije malon kalbe kela nyeten nalta kela fana miyente sokwolam diaspora la alfalo min mu dual citizenol president Barrow me kumandi wala Dawda Jallow me kumandi wala Ebriama Sillah wala honorable Musa Drame bari ñil mu NPP nkollete Dawda mu NPP lete aya lonko ntol molle keloke min ya lonko dual citizen lem ame commande president Barrow ya lonne nteni min ye keloke dual citizen woliye mu ne nonte kanke mansati Barrow wolonne bari na diaspora section i manyi miro sotoko jannin kanyim section o pass ke bali nyim femo bela ni ya jamme kambeng jannin kawoke mbadungan na mol commande ni e si ni e kacha alkali fabu hani saybo tunkaranyol ibemu dual citizen let saybo tunkaranyol anin sarakule jamalu bay sankaranyol ni ajen kan na mol fo nga wolle long jama balle bije mamminu long wala na mol fo mela status long sundu toure nyolu fabu sane nyolu nga tol min fo Gambia bele wala contribution on to NPP. President Barrow could not atewol call no la ni ekaja alkali nyol siaka jata nyol kafoe ndol nato le denda mansa kundala de but this section of the constitution is very critical komi ya kenyameng when it comes to retrospective because ye mol kumandi wala Dawda ende kumandi wala sinya jama ni Ebriama kachata la ni mo jamal kachata this section is against President Barrow ni Musa Drame nyol be kachata wala tonyade ni Barrow man kachata bari ni mo jamal la kachata retros aspect part la mi e Barrow discriminate but with all this aliye nyine kenna malafika diamo malafika kumofu because nga hakiloto malafika kumofu parti oma nganyim parti o kanu ba wala nanka diamo jam ni wonte ni mam parti o kanu nun tanyinkela mbal filla jene because man nafa ale nafa jumal benye al mam fenso do je ndele fisial mo jamal be palaso do fisiata woltin at least ngan parti o lo yembane yemfane kuo bekenna I am not in any position but I am still in the party moli amela kombe palasi nga parti ole kanu ni ngan kanu ndewle je do kuo bebulu ila balwoli yiri wata nimmini do ko ke nibe ku killing pour ngana lo nga wala sama tinya wala la privilege si be minu enjoy ka ngatinya man la fi wala ka fu nga boje ngata kelola nga kudoke I can what bloody benefit did I get from NPP what did I get from NPP ndaga na kodo depense jele ngana wato kije ngana dimbal bula nga kuobe kije ngamune sotoje namansa kunda fele cabinet 2016 what did I get from there you think I'm not aware of that I'm aware but mune ati na hani bimbe wosila mbe diamu la kuol kan dimi minu kake parti la ko because man la fi na parti o tinya nga do ko kemi nde dindi ata nyaaw nga wolonne baraka munta kon na cabinet minister la tol molo because al kam min keteng alni minnu denta sembola aliye kairo soto albe wolle kamfandi kam na aliye kamfandi aliye la interest aliye o turo nyamo kon ibe kamfala ni kamfada ibe da bondi la kodo ni da bondi je mbede ndanga kairo minyina atina soto la mbebe fola adu nimbe foda o kairo la abatol le torala atol le dingol kabula mansa kundala motol kono atol le ka salary sotal ka fuel soto ika fatol le ko cabinet ministers fatolunde ika fatole honorable ministers so ning atinyata batol le toral amanjite toral because fenne ke tora miye nafa amande tor ni NPP teta bi Barrow for the Mansakundala what do I get from it I get nothing because I don't care because it has no benefit to me aman nafa afterna amam fenken foni mano dala fada denka mano minsan cash power dala fada nga cash power sam ni moli e Barrow ndame yennen e ko jitato le nyimbeke molla ni UDP ngolbe diamule yennen Facebook alkaati jel every day bennenna e kannen jumala ko wala famara UDP ko kol kannen tella ko ala fo Barrow resign fo yaji be bennenna Barrow la ko e kanne wolla NPP la ko e kanne wolla kambane wolla hanibi nkamune sodoje bar niya jen ka sacrifice nzendenol I can keep quiet I jumal tor we Barrow tora nin jita man femfa Barrow tora because ndala diamo ka NPP defend foni mol kata hasidoti de bari nindanga NPP defend wobe min kala NPP be wolon bari mbe dering hani kunumbe deri moyam kumandi jam for example akonya jite nkai nam akonya he niyokuya ngai mune niyokuya akonya nibe diamu kanung teni esa fal kala palaso don kai hani ko Barrow ya filende man kumaya na fatenna ngal murunko ngai ta nganyine fu ngam mfambuka fani afo moy ngai ta dukare abondi mbala esa fal nano ay saw jindina. It's not my business. Akonya because I knew what you can do. Ngai obandale. But that is what it is. But ningaje partiola existence is threatened. Fonga diam. Naliano alimbula klis ngawfal na diatale alimbula klis cabinet minister be alimbula klis. Na diatale. In fact expel me from NPP. Bari nganyim partio kanu alale anin kila ko nga fale nyame when I was going in to fight tooth and nail ndengalo ne ko ndekela minister mo lekela diamol bu ko ndengalo ne ko Barrow o sembo soto cabinet minister ma sembo soto banko la loi mote o kan wo ko jite de kenola minister ite kenola deputy ndengo kalamata bar wo be longo kola nte I love my colleagues enough to fight so that they can get to positions of privilege and benefit. I love them enough. But yalong ale minfo. Ako hal jazaa'ul ihsan illa al ihsan. Nyinya jomu nyinyal tide. Ni amira ko sembo watale. Ema nyinya jo nyinyala. Ala ke la bon ake malundile de. Ala nga hakilotu NPP na diaspora. Gambia nolu ala nga hakilotu na diaspora. Because nteka for na party ole because wolam ninkombe UDP mala ika for concentrate on your party. Charity begins at home. True. But UDP fana parliamentarian ol begin. Kabirin 2016 inata. Section fula. Wonde fall in the 1997 constitution okon. Ye banka diaspora ta falling. Age limit benunjele. We Usain double affect. Itade kwal nga bondi. Ye below pass. Justice Minister Bata Midla pass. Ye Usenu Dabo allow sign. Because constitution oko near 65 years and above 65 years, you cannot be a president. Ngamre Olof. It had a yobon. So it's not NPP that is guilty. NPP is super guilty, but UDP is guilty as well. 2017-18. 2018, Alaji Jawara, private member Bill Samba. Eko parliamentarian olu. Ni ganyeta. Ni UDP Samba ye ganyendi keta parliamentarian for UDP. If you resign from UDP, you lose your parliamentary seat. Parliamentarian olu. Itade kafuna nyoma. Local Government Act. Ye ofanan dada. Ya be topoto. Sign. Isebo UDP. As a parliamentarian coming combo Islam member minke, you don't have to lose your seat. Ise tarakomi Yankuba Dabo, he can lose his seat as a boy UDP right now. Aita Esafal, he will not lose his chairmanship. Bari 1997 constitution okono niye okenu, you will lose your seat or position. There has to be a new election. You fanam bondije. So UDP is as well guilty. Bari diaspora la kuo. Ifanali o filije. So mandra na baroda mama de mandra na NPP da mama. Alfanal dal bijen. Alla UDP din kallan keolbe diaspora le. Minni o bankol kanu. Adun jikita ko. Ning constitution o falinta ning ala yake. Because ndolbe ka diamule mimbe ala bula adda male wolo. Ala la kullo. Jumale be kala mansat. Jumale be maralo kala. Ndeni de ka diamule. UDP de mansala. NPP de mansala. Ndolle be ganyela. Bari wallahi, decision at the end of the day obe alal bud. Ni ala tata UDP ke mansa kundati anytime. Aliye mol shoto diaspora mini alko banku din kendol them. They can contribute, but they are dual citizens. But alfane o section of filijele. Adung NPP called them mate parliament. UDP called begin. But at this time, ndebe min fokande wo is cabinet, because cabinet the new draft 2024 cabinet sat over that draft very seriously. Go wato nin cabinet minister jamal le kadi mbe parliament le mbe draft constitutional jibe kambe olaka almost every week very consistently to go through it thoroughly. They have deleted so many sections that they felt are bad for Gambia and Gambians. So many sections. They have changed so many. Wala na sonko be caring. UDP ko ita accept la because there were so many changes. And I'm sure those that are following are aware. Except for the one that is against their own brothers and sisters. Except for the section that is discriminatory against their own colleagues and brothers who stood shoulder to shoulder with them to get the well-deserved victory that they are enjoying today. But at the end of the day, albita sila la aliena kulubali afo anina hormanta ya albeolo fo bare ala tonya ndenga lon kon kamin fo tonya lem aliyem min kenna diaspora la doya man tambala hanna to mal bakela to have a courtesy kambunya can respect enough kana alpha dandan tan toyala ke samba baroya kaitandi ko ngal bunyale hanna to mambakela nsal bunya nga fale kordatio a dingo min bunya na lafta bungolo la hani dingo man la fala aka fala ko ha nge kumande lafta nyim bungolo nin dingo ka ha babande man la feñi lo aka fala nga foyle because nge bunya bari mbalo la na e dingo nyim bunya na ya respect kordatio kawla na be kolongo sinna abe kamo sinna bari nyilmu dula kumale ti korda kono akafa dingoyle a dingol min kumara aka foyle lafta kamole sinna jam lafta bungole lo alnene je kordati e kamo sing ama fa dingole alnene ojen alnene kordati e kolongo sing ama fa dingole alnene ojen abukak because adama diyam wolt kaytandila ko ntele tamu kordati ndingol lelmu bari nge bunyala nge respect sonni e diamu hanna tumaita sonna customs and traditions and humanity demands that you extend some courtesy and respect to colleagues that you have gone through so much with to be where you are today. But sunduma kalamda alkal ma kalamda nyillon na alfalt maymuna sise man imafay imafo lamin jaware imafo suleiman kamare adu niabe during media kata o suleiman kamara lea heo molbe nyinne fokal tali respond suleiman kamara batata baral tata ali alla constitution o be double cabinet ali asamba suleiman is not valued alma respect bara Allah ftala nin ko keda okay alanga kacha bung jite aka fintile nin problemo keda badi bung nin ko keda badi mo alanda ala kacha atol man cabinet you don't have not a single respect for that section dol bi jewol siata altile alkale siata Barrow for example alfa balle be diaspora min yalo NPP ko dem dual citizen ol dem wonne siata mo jamaati minu be cabinet adi do ko ke kodo dial ma fa le palasol di nyiminu la. Let's say, for example, even Saibo Tunkara. Saibo Tunkara is a dual citizen. America passport or babu. Anin Dindin Jallow. Adu min found Balafawa to bet. Ibe Jamalu. Ilafte dingoleta to babu do. Yeje kite also. They are doing everything, all of them. From HED president to last cabinet minister. Ibe lafte dingoleta to babu do. Yetaje ni karanda mafo e senande ya kate kaitol soto je keje dingolti falman la fal dingole ke fendi Gambia sam falman la fiwa even against your own children subhanalladhi khalaqa as-samawati wal ard ala fonyam kulubalata well I'll go and get a resolution and expel me from NPP but I feel I will say this aliyem minke is not fair. Aliyem minka manke siloti. Aliyem minke anin teria saratol manta. Aliyem minke almu mo kendo leti bari nyinni mo kende ya saratol manta. Nini mo denda kuola alanin kilay al dentala ni a bunya ya horoma kaye bunya e horoma nyamen decision o do bije nibe o mekla ina e kachala hannatu malte kambe na the end of the day ital tamu italamu alfadi ibe decision o mekla kila ka okele kila kanala ko Umar na Abubakar na Osman na, Talha na, Zubair na, ngo, lafta nyini nekel. Asa nola ma foye. Aselo akom Mario ngo, lafta nyini nekel. Ale Jibril kinaka. Bari kila ala Barrow be, lakadi kana lakum fi rasulillah, uswatun hasanatun, liman kana yarjullah, wal yawmil akhir. Ala kanyil kuo dol ke kila jamana, ka itandi kila la, amantra kila karandikang. Ntol min bina kila kola. Ntol mara lal min bina kila la mara lo kola. Ala kan tolle karandi. Foni keta hakili down. Ado ala Qur'ana wal fa ko. Wallahi nga ya karan di Allah. Ya karla kila to. Ya karla min be nyinyani. Lakad kana lakum wallahi abaliye. Fi rasulillahi nanyin kila to. Uswatun hasana. Ya karan kendola. Emulation, that is beautiful way of emulation. Liman kana yarjullah, for those that believe in Allah, wal yawmil akhir, and the day of judgment. Kila ka kenyadile. Ani mwale bedending kuala. Na be decision otala. Womo kumalu. Ake consult le. Especially decisions that are critical. Wala nankale ko ayon kana. Ni aje Umar ka fa mbang. Aya consult le. Ni aje Sedna Umar. Akafo kila eko. Mbang nyindekela Jibril kaji alaka Umar Sedna Umar alaka ta aka sementu ya kafa Umar lebe tonya ka kila ka consultational ka walatin banata dala bungo na siraje muna Umar ba fala mba if he had not consulted Umar, there would be no need for Umar to say no, and there will be no need for Allah to come down and tell them Umar is the one that is right. Naka wakatol, majority of you are Muslims. I don't know if there is any Christian in our cabinet. I don't think so. I don't remember a cabinet minister that is a Christian. You're all Muslims. Majority of you very practicing Muslims. Alni molle denda kuala. Alni molle le do kuoke. Alten sawara nyoyal. You cannot consult with us. Even if you don't like us. Even if you are not going to implement our views, at least give us the respect and courtesy and the right to hear our views. Alu okay. But al mak aliya minke da mandianye adunale amara mandiyanda male ntelebe diamukan adu NPP jakilo nindi amuta nde diamuta min namal alonko mo wuli kemele be parti yokono in the ranks minimum kontan mbuka diamu kensende Ali Ajibe, it has been a long time mandiamu amanken silata molla. Amanken silata molla. Mo tal kono minka domoro samana ndela tabulo kan. At least atal kono. Atije mi alonko wala kandela bilol jo. Atal kono. Mo tal kono mini ende samba school. None of you sent me to school. Ali yang alfa yari ngol jemendi ngo nyingol bebe nda kono. Na kuwa adiatali. Because I am efficient. I add value to whatever I am in. That is why some of you think I'm a good partner. You believe I am efficient. You believe I am valuable. But you have added nothing to that value that I have. So you know, Gambians. So this is it for cabinet. Journalists all. Mbakum Fala Damen. Dawda Jallow, your justice minister, is going to Mansakunda today. He'll be there with Dr. Ismaila Ceesay. Go and ask him these questions. Honorable Minister, you have fought alongside people. In fact, you were behind people that are dual citizens to put Barrow to power. And one of the promises Barrow government made is to remove and reform the constitution so that discrimination against diaspora is stopped. You have not brought any electoral reform to include diaspora. Diaspora is not still voting. Anybody that is going to vote has to fly to Gambia, pay tickets. Whether you are voting for PDOIS or Adama Barrow, you must pay your ticket, go register, go back to your work, go again, pay ticket again, go back to Gambia and vote. You have not reformed that. You have not removed that section of the constitution that stopped them from being ministers, from being National Assembly members without any justification. Because like I said, from what I know, intelligence institution, well sensitive to ministerial institution. Because you got sensitive information on before secrecy akaba mundon. Any minister yaje institution on leka tarako or leka information on dia. Ateka preside wala report. National Intelligence Agency na NIA wala SIS is more sensitive than president's office. Because information about SIS like our president's office, that is what becomes a sensitive information. For police on the interior. Police is more sensitive than interior. Immigration is more sensitive than interior itself. Because sensitive information about yes, minister tabloka. Gamcel, Port Authority. These are the sensitive institutions we have. If dual citizens can hold these places, what is the justification that they cannot be ministers? A dual citizen, major constitution where it says co, a dual citizen cannot be an intelligence chief. I have not seen anywhere that it says a dual citizen cannot be Inspector General of Police or military chief or Director of Military Intelligence at the Gambia Armed Forces. If they are allowed to do those things, why are they not allowed to be ministers or National Assembly members? In terms of sensitivity, this is an open knowledge. Tell me, Dawda Jallow office, Theofen Nataje, Akabo police. Criminal investigations, serious crimes, state secrets, Akabo police le, ya samba Dawda Jallow tabulot. Juman leka investigate. Police on, IGP can be a dual citizen. If that position can be handled by a dual citizen, where these sensitive informations are coming from, Iko Dawda ya Ikalabanda Meng already prepared. That one cannot be held by a dual citizen. There is logic behind that. Seriously, there is only one thing. Ngani joya kola fendije. If malafi moe palaso soto, iniye keloke ya mira ko adung alaya ni mukuja ubalti momo min safete e bolo sotola because alamera nali e bondi Barrow bal bon la ni ndol ke ministaldi momo harjem mi di kawlo soto bare ndol we are very disappointed because ngalon ne ko hanna tuma alia bondi fang political will ngaje ko obijen. It may not even pass at the parliament, but we believe ko ha NPP there is political will to consider diaspora. There is political will. At least pretend. Hanat Malbe National Assembly member Albe Dukulale later. You will talk to them on the ground later. Pretend that you care about us, that there is political will. But even with that blatantly in the open. Alaytan ninna atol nyom atol nyon sofa balo de kera atol yamran dolbe atol la right fight la. Albalona. So yole fale alkal konde if you are listening, my uncle. Fabusane if you are listening, if you are watching, Sundu Ture, Balamusa Kanute, the entire diaspora NPP, the entire diaspora UDP, the entire diaspora anywhere you are, Nimu dual citizen order, this is what cabinet does. A betrayal against vibrant, intelligent, and Gambia-loving citizens whose only reason to acquire documents of other countries is to better their status and continue to better the living conditions of their fellow Gambians back in the Gambia through investments, through infrastructure, through remittances. And you are aware of all of this because the economy is showing, the infrastructure is showing, the living condition is showing. Everything yaje is showing. President Barrow farm visit agriculture farm. Gambia din tije miya ka fonwe. For science ande amiduja. Barrow farm, every single farm, agriculture farm he visited and is proud of is a diaspora Gambian that left and spent his entire savings from the diaspora. Adada spent Gambia. Every single agriculture farm. Gunjur Lomba, Sifo Lomba, Maro Farm Lomba, name them. Mohammed Jawara, Mimbe GNPC La Farm, Jaba Kunko, you name them. We love that country. Alamale also Cairo. Alaman also Cairo. Alamale and Kisa Setanol. But Maimuna Sise, your people are marginalized. Journalism, don't forget to ask Dawda Jallow about this. Assalamu alaikum.
Your Madingo Mbele Ahmad Minfo. It is just like we are vindicated. Because ni Ahmad Diamuta, aita niroke, itele kilo munke, ye nyalo munekang ile kele watola. In fact, they shared, the mentality shared the positions even before Adama Barrow appointment. Okay. They knew people that would be offered positions who should be beneficial. Jamalle bastonola, Jamalle tasotonola. Now it is very clear to the Gambians. They joined Gambian people. While they said they were fighting for Gambia. Instead, if Nile multimuli alongo bankola na flow inyata sa kane so much that ko if only you tala na flow la atre mansino position la atre mansi follow ko la muli alongo banko dingol le tamu ida mali atala nyo tema atre telephone mon position mo ta follow badu ngala NPP bondige NPP mansakunda kurumbaliti ika mol mul jemul yalon ko mo jawol le moyti ninga ta certain contest la mo jawol le moyti because banko la nyaato tamanke la soloti ebe muni sotola ebe banko di ngol kalabante la nyaadile ebe banko la na flo sunya la nyaadile nyine ata nyili molu damalte ite kambenno la because he kamun kumandi woman ketelti yemun fo banko di ngoli mantra wo silo kan yemun promiso di man pare ka wo fulfill bala fa warta ba man ko nyade kulukan sumuna abika moto as long as ibe silum kulole kan fay wayi koto burunga tentro kani ngero kal nimbaral nal badi ma pamane la barka ba chala la may kunni mata